Listen to my financial news. It's been a bloodbath, folks. You guys are invested in the markets. I don't care what market you're in. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, real estate. It's getting pounded. Anyway, good morning, BigH Trucking. Coming to you from Turnbull, Washington State. Sitting at a Flying J waiting for a shower to open up. Said 8.5 hours. Lyle would love this. I don't know why I keep mentioning Lyle's name, because I guess because we're about the same age and interesting. But anyway, major detention last night. Again, I'm not the one for detention. I can't stand it. But in hindsight, I was able to A, reset my clock, and B, I'm in Washington. I'm near Seattle. And I'm sure you guys know who's traveled up to Seattle before. It is not many places to park your truck at nighttime. So by the time I got out of there, I bumped the dock at 5 o'clock. I left there, it was 3:40. I rolled down the Flying J here, where I'm going to actually fill up or put 114 gallons of fuel in my tank, as per the recommendations that Prime sends you. Because right now, I think today's price is $4.60 a gallon, so it's the cheapest of all. And again, in Washington, you don't have many places to get fuel here. So I'm gonna do a shower, fill up the fuel. I'm gonna go to my first of 2 stops. First time I've ever done a 2-stop pickup. First one is anywhere between 3 and midnight tonight. I do have overnight parking. I do have 10 hours of time on my 70. I'm getting back almost 9 hours tonight. I can stay there, which I'll probably do, because the next pickup is sometime on 5:13. So what I'm hoping, and there's no parking there, so I want to get there early, hang out, pick up my trailer if it's ready. If it's not, I'll just chill out. Hopefully get another reset there, and then go to the O2, like I said, and then from there I'm going to Chester, New York. So I'm going across the country once again. This load, it's all produce sensitive, so the reefer's not going to stop. But this is going to be my biggest. And hey, listen, I talk about money because you know what? Anyone who's coming into this game, especially on the lease side, you want to know kind of what you're going to be making, right? So I put out numbers. I don't put exact numbers. I put roundabouts, because I don't need to let the whole world know my exact number to the penny. I'm giving you an idea, all right? So this load going out from Washington, 2 stops, 1 drop, and then the home time, it's paying me the best I've ever gotten as a lease driver. It's over $6,000. I'll leave it at that for a solo driver. And the amount of fuel I'm getting is over $1,600. It's nearly $1,700, put it that way. So I've been staying in the confines with my fueling. My fueling's gotten so much better since I've been running at 63 miles an hour. I'm actually impressed by it. I'm looking forward to getting back to the East Coast. I do love the West Coast, but there's something about the East Coast that has my heart, and that's where I'm at. And I'm torn between both sides, to be honest with you. The West Coast is absolutely magnificent. I love the mountains. I love the snow caps. The East Coast, I like the greenery. As far as business is concerned, God bless the guys who truck out here and got to contend with the snow year-round. Basically, it's year-round. It was snowing on me the other day coming through the pass. Squamish Pass, if I'm pronouncing it right. You got snow. No, it wasn't sticking. It was 37 degrees. But it was snowing, and it's May. So those guys, God bless them. Take my hat off to you truckers. If anybody from the West Coast that run the mountains, bless your hearts, man. But what I don't like about the West Coast is the wear and tear on your truck. I mean, the hills that you've got to pull, and they're not East Coast hills. East Coast has got some steep still, but they're faster up, down. Here it's miles. You're going up the mountain miles and miles and miles, and it's just never ending. So that's the difference. The West Coast, and I don't have much experience out here, but I think the loads are far and few between. As the East Coast, I'm able to get them back to back to back to back to back. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I've definitely made more money on the East Coast. I don't mind coming out of the West Coast to the East because the pay is absolutely almost a double, excuse me. So yeah. So after this, I'm on my way to Chester, New York, to a drop. Again, it's produce sensitive, so I don't know how heavy it's going to be. It's absolutely pouring out right now. Of course, it's Washington. I don't know how heavy it's going to be. 2 stops, total of I think 1,300 pieces. It could be apples. I don't know what comes out of here. We'll find out. And then after I drop off, I'm going to start my home time. I drop off Tuesday at 5 o'clock. It's a 2,700. Qualcomm says 2,695 from where I'm sitting, which is not where I'm picking up, but it's nearly 3,000 miles. So it's 90. I'm taking 90 all the way from here, all the way across the country to Chester, New York. Incredible. So anyway, folks, just wanted to say hi. It's the first time I'm able to sit back really and make a voiceover video. The other other video I'm putting up is from my dash cam. So give you perspective of what I've been driving through. I've got a whole bunch of them. I'm actually loading one right now. It should be uploaded. This one I'll upload. I don't know. We'll see what the reception's like this afternoon, where I'm going. But that's another thing about the West Coast. The reception is not the best in the world. So anyway, BigH Trucking is out. If you want to come to trucking, now's the time to do so, folks. I mean, if you ain't doing it now, you never, especially to a mega carrier. Owner ops right now are taking it in the butt a little bit. I hate to say it like that, but it's reality. Some of them are parking their trucks because the amount of fuel that they have to, the money they have to spend on fuel and the rates have gone down. $5 a mile loads are far and few between. So my suggestion is, why don't you start your career with a Prime? Prime runs food, folks. Food. We need food as humans to survive. We don't need TV sets, household goods, forks, knives, clothes. Well, you need some clothes, but you can go, anywhere to get clothes. As far as trucking is concerned, you want to get yourself into a niche, right? And the niche is food. Prime's got the loads, Prime's got the contracts, Prime's got the companies. Prime is the biggest carrier, it's from what I know, from what I understand, and from what I've heard and read and yada 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 in the country. So why not start your career to a company that has the most contracts, the biggest refrigerated carrier in the country. They've got a dynamite training program. I went through it, PSD, TNT, and then I'm on my own. And other than a couple of hiccups I've had, I've made money in this business. You can too. So as the economy tightens up and jobs become scarce, once you come to a mega carrier, learn to drive, look at the country. It's a beautiful ride. I may bitch a little bit, but whatever the case may be, the scenic drives that you see as a trucker is unbelievable. My office view is a 6-foot window, 7-foot window. So if you're thinking about being a trucker, now's the time to do it. If you think about coming to Prime, use my driver code, ZGORHE. That's ZGORHE. But if you're going to come here, and I'll shut up with this, if you're going to come here, take it seriously. Don't come here and dance through the daisies. No, this is no joke. It's not, as one kid told me today, he goes, I take my hat off to you guys who drive a truck. I could never do it. And if you can't do it, that's fine. If you want to try it and it doesn't work out, that's fine too. But don't come here thinking that it's going to be a cakewalk, a skip through the park, because it's not. Especially in the beginning. You've got to pay attention. You got to be on your game. When you're going up and down these passes, it's no joke, bro. You can lose your shit real fast. See trucks burned up, trailers burned up, guys smoking their brakes. You don't know how to drive these trucks to the mountains, you're in big, big ass trouble. So, enough of my mouth. I'm out, taking a shower. Peace.